All right, you guys, what is going on? This your boy Town. So I'm just chilling. I'm about to go have a bite to eat. I'm thinking about doing food reviews. So another facet to my channel, another avenue to explore. I think I'm gonna try everything on this channel. It's a multi-purpose channel anyway. It's primarily sports, but it's called entertainment. So I like to entertain. So of course the big story is that Diddy beat the most important charges. Like, by the way, I'm gonna have my man. Y'all want him to come back. Justin McRae is gonna make an appearance, and he's gonna talk about the Diddy thing and try to explain to y'all. Listen, some of you dudes on here, and I'm not talking about a specific person, but if anybody make a little diss video towards me, then I'm gonna make a diss video towards you. Now I ain't talking about no specific person, but take it how you want. Some of you dudes are acting like, some of y'all acting like y'all peace sitting down. At the end of the day, once again, this was a weak case. And anybody with common sense would have seen it was a weak case. And y'all need to quit trying to act like y'all from the streets and understand how this RICO stuff work. I tried to explain to you, I knew from the gate that Diddy wasn't going to be convicted on a RICO charge. Y'all don't even know how RICOs work. First of all, you got to have proof that a dude is running a criminal enterprise, and what he's doing is illegal. What type of criminal enterprise? Is it drugs? Is it guns? You have to be specific, and you have to have what you would call known affiliates. Didn't have none of that. So, at the end of the day, this was a bogus case. The only thing Diddy is getting really convicted for is just being a trick and being a weirdo, and as I say, being a trisexual. Now he is guilty of that. That semen stuff, that's good Lord. That's really weird. But that's on him. That's how he get down. That's how he rolls. So with that being said, I just find that very funny. So but yeah, he's looking at still 10 to 20. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you. He's not gonna be sentenced till I think October. I think he's trying to push the sentencing up so he can get, because here's the thing. I know you had people that were sitting up happy that he got denied bail. I'm gonna be honest with you, he should be able to make bail. But I think one thing they're using against him, that Cassie's using against him, is the DB. And everybody saw the video. Whether he was technically charged with domestic violence, it's a video and everybody saw it. So I think that's legitimizing him being able not to make bail, or being denied bail, not being able, excuse me. So that's what's going on. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if he stays in there till October, he'll have been in jail for like over a year. I just don't think he's gonna do any real time. I think he's gonna get a year. He's gonna get a suspended sentence maybe, or he's gonna get an X amount of probation. And I remember, I think they offered him a deal earlier where they offered him like maybe 5 years and he didn't take it. Usually when they offer you those type of deals, they are not that sure that they can win this case. But they think if you don't know no better, you'll jump on the deal. Trust me, I've been tricked a couple of times into taking a plea, and I wish I wouldn't have did. But at the end of the day, I didn't want to consult lawyers and all that kind of stuff. But I regret now that I didn't want to hire no lawyers. And I'm gonna be honest with you that I was too cheap to hire lawyers. Now, if I can have a do-over, I would have completely hired lawyers. But that's neither here nor there. I made mistakes, and I done told y'all I done made mistakes. But I don't think Diddy's gonna do any real time, because technically Diddy is a first-time offender. And usually they go light on first-time offenders. And like I said before, it was a weak case. All it was proven that Cassie was just a whore. It was just proven that Cassie was a whore. She was a jump off. And I understand why 50 Cent is mad and 50 Cent probably somewhere calling for extra security, because keep in mind he was sitting up taunting and you know, taunting Diddy and talking crazy like the little bitch that he is. You know, 50 Cent have so many, he has so many chick tendencies to it ain't even funny. But you know, I know he have a vendetta against Diddy because he wasn't able to, you know, get Mace to G Unit Records, and also, you know, Diddy basically snatched his chick from him. So you know, hey, it is what it is. So I'm just saying, but I don't think he's gonna do any real time. Now, in the next video, I'm gonna address some of these simps, some of these dudes that's just so upset about what's going on with Diddy, these panderers and stuff. At the end of the day, I go by the facts. I go by what I heard. This isn't about, you know, black men versus black women. This isn't about it, even though Cassie ain't really black. Cassie is more Hispanic than she is black. I think she only got a little bit of black in her. And I'm definitely gonna eat the sisterhood. And I'm gonna have to call y'all out on y'all double standards. The days of y'all trying to determine what is the definition of a man and what goes on through our mind, them days is over. You don't have the right to critique anything. You don't have a right to make any type of determination when it comes to black men. Real talk. So, you know, I'm gonna speak on that. But I'm just keeping it a buck. I do not think Diddy is gonna do any real time. He's a first time offender. I think they're gonna go light on him, and then, you know, the way this court case was handled with the jurors and everything, and then the prosecutors, it just seemed like it was a bogus case. I don't know what case was worse, him or Tory Lanez. Sometimes I go back and forth, but I guess I would have to say the Tory Lanez case, because the Tory Lanez case was absurd. I never seen a man get convicted on so much circumstantial evidence that really wasn't circumstantial, because they couldn't even prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. And that's what we have here. At the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not a panderer. I'm not gonna sit up here and wipe the tears away from some of you feminist black men hating our men hating chicks. I call it right down the middle, and that's how I'm gonna continue to call it. You know, at the end of the day, sometimes people just gotta just tell it how it is, and I'm just gonna tell it how it is. I just thought the case was bogus. I think the jury saw right through the people, and there were people that got caught in lies. And I'm gonna tell you something: if you a man or a woman that's just acting off pure emotion because you mad at Diddy and ignoring the facts, what was presented, then that's something that you got to deal with. I went by what I heard. I went by what I saw. I went by what was presented, and it was a weak case from the gate. And people just want to act like they just shocked that, oh, it was that y'all just trying to act like justice wasn't served or whatever the case may be. It was just a weak case. And I'm gonna tell you right now, people gonna lose their job behind this. And you know the sad part about this? I want some of my money back. You know why? Because my taxes paid for this bullshit trial. I paid for this, and I want my money back. And the funny thing is, because this case was so weak, and eventually Diddy is gonna come home in all likelihood, they done made Diddy Mr. Untouchable. He looked like, I mean, for real, he done became the actual hip-hop Teflon Don. I mean, it just gotta be said. He beat a flat out fan case, and you just gotta keep it a buck. Y'all took the bait. So, you know, I'm just saying, y'all took the bait. You had people sitting up doing play-by-play, and a lot of y'all just got too emotionally invested, and some of y'all getting cooked because y'all made fools out of y'allself. That was just the deal. Some of y'all made fools out of y'allself. I swear, it was almost like this trial was like a bad Tyler Perry movie. Wait a minute. Mostly all his movies are bad. So it was like being in a real life Tyler Perry movie, and that's what this turned into. So I'm just saying, don't come on here talking about what if that was your daughter, what if that was your niece, what about if that was your mother, and all this kind of stuff. Listen, everything is a case by case basis. I noticed that the black man then became public enemy number one, and I'm so tired of everybody like trying to label and attach everything to black men. It's funny how nobody else wants to be generalized, but everybody feel like they can generalize black men. And I'm gonna tell you right now, we ain't going for it. We ain't putting up with that shit no more, and we don't give a fuck who it's coming from. You ain't finna generalize, categorize, and just put a specific, stigma on black men. We not taking labels anymore. This shit that went on with Diddy happened with him. So you're not finna attach this to black men, and if you a black woman, you ain't finna speak on behalf of black men because you ain't no fucking black man. So, I'm just gonna be honest. To put it lightly, and to be nice about it, y'all need to shut the hell up, because you don't know what you're talking about. You really don't. I'm not acting off emotion. I'm just telling it how it is, and people need to just get to the point. And I'm getting to the point. I'm not sugarcoating this stuff. Like, I knew from the gate that Diddy was gonna, in all likelihood, beat this case. And you had so many people trying to act like they the YouTube Perry Mason, the YouTube Madlock, the YouTube whatever. Y'all trying to be YouTube lawyers like y'all know how this works. And like y'all been a part of this. Like I said, y'all niggas didn't even know what the fuck y'all was talking about. But y'all got on here doing these whatever lives, acting like you knew what you was talking about. You didn't know what you was talking about. And you wanted to try to play Captain Saberhole and Ralph Tresvant to these feminist bitches on here. Nah, not me. Not me. That's for the birds. You get, hey, this is 2025. It don't pay to be a simp. People don't respect no simp. People don't respect no panderer. You get nothing out of being a captain. So, I'm just telling y'all the truth. You get nothing out of it. It don't pay off. So, this whole thing ain't been nothing but a circus. And that's all it set out to be, was a circus. Like I said, the feds, they really screwed up on this. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when I say people gonna get transferred, people gonna get fired, people gonna get demoted in behind this. Because this case had a lot of holes in it. It had holes in it, jump offs and stuff. But it had a lot of holes in it. And people that knew what they were talking about paid close attention to it. I'll let these dudes that were sitting up here pandering and stuff sink their own shit because they look stupid now. But anyway, I'm about to go eat. I'll be back with more. It's your boy Town. I'm out.